Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Vancha kalpatarubhasya kripa sindhubhyo patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि श्री गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे नमो विष्णु पादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी सत्सदेश हरे कृष्णा. First of all, I would like to thank His Grace Shri Gaur Prabhu and Ram Rajya Prabhu to give me some opportunity to serve all of you. I don't know whether I will be able to justify properly the time given to me, but it is basically Japa session. Japa, how we can improve our Japa or how we can chant Japa properly. This is basically topic is this. So I was just thinking the most important thing in Krishna conscious life is association of devotees. When we associate with devotees, there is a tendency to commit offenses. And the most dangerous and most common offense is Vaishnav Aparad. Everyone knows this. Huh? And every morning we chant first Nam Aparad is Vaishnav Aparad. Among all other Vaishnav Aparad is the most dangerous. And out of these offenses, there are many different types of Vaishnava offenses. One offense is mental offense. Now you may say, Prabhuji, in Kali Yuga, the mental offense is not considered as offense. But if we commit mental offense, eventually it will come in our words and actions. So to guard mental offense is very important. So I'll just try to give some brief introduction about mental offenses and to cope up with these offenses. Because chanting without offense is the most important thing. We are here in ISKCON and the main purpose is Hare Krishna movement. So how we chant Hare Krishna, it is most important. So without offense, if we can chant a single round, it is an achievement. It is success of our Krishna conscious life. So there are various types of offenses. Out of these, mental offense is one of the most dangerous because it is very subtle. Other sin offenses, if we commit some verbal or some physical offense, maybe my senior can notice it and warn me, Prabhu, what you are doing is not right. This is not proper. This is Vaishnava offense. He can correct me. But mental offense, no one can see. Only I am the person who can realize or who can feel whether I am committing this offense or not. What wrong is with me that I can only see. No other person cannot see this. So that's why it is very important that we contemplate and on daily basis, we look into ourselves and find out whether I am doing these offenses or whether I am not doing these offenses. So there are various types of mental offenses. So three important thing is, first one is judging someone's character or motivation based on his particular types of behavior. As for example, sometimes what happens, we are sitting somewhere or we are sitting in our room, suddenly we get a call from a devotee or from a old friend, devotee friend, maybe after 3 years, 4 years. So just by seeing his the incoming call of that particular devotee, we may think in our mind that why he is calling me after so many years. Maybe he has some particular motive, or maybe he is calling me to get some favor or something like that. We may think like that. After so many, why he is calling suddenly? So actually, in fact, he has just called me. He has just called me to get my information or to know my how I am doing or something like that. I can give one example. Long back, maybe 7, 8 years back, suddenly I received call from His Grace Yashomati Nandan, Prabhupada disciple from uh, Ahmedabad. Suddenly I received a call. So I was thinking, why Prabhuji is calling me? So I just picked up the call and I told Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisance. I can I, how can I serve you? Prabhuji told, how are you? I was just going through my contact list and found your name. So I was thinking of calling you. So I was very humbled and blessed. Anyway, so this may be the case, but just seeing his uh, call, was seeing his name, I may think in mind that why Prabhuji is calling. Maybe he's asking for some donation. He will ask for some donation, or he will ask me some favor or something like that. So, but it may not be true always. Most of the time, I call Ramrajya Prabhu to get some benefit only. If someone is sick in my house, I call him. Most of the time, because I know he is very busy, so I don't disturb him. But most of the time, whenever I call, so that is for some my personal benefit only. Anyway, so I may think like that, but that may not be the case. So if we think like that and judge someone, so this is a type of mental offense. Although I'm not telling him anything, but in my mind, I think something negative about him. So that is one type of mental offenses. Second type of mental offense is revenge fantasies. Revenge fantasies, it mostly comes in during our japa time. Sometimes maybe some devotee hurt me. Maybe we had some arguments and everything is over. But next morning, when I sit for chanting, it comes into my mind. We may think, today evening or this Sunday, when I meet the devotee, he will tell me this and this is this. Then I will reply him in such way. Then he will tell me he will argue something else. Then I will give this reply. That devotee is chanting very seriously and sincerely. He's resting in his home. But in my mind, during my japa time, I am thinking all these things about that devotee. Whose loss is this? Only my loss. He's bindas. He's doing his japa, he's doing his seva nicely. But I am thinking in my mind, if he tells me this, I will reply in this way. If he tells me this, I will reply in this way. And if he doesn't agree, then I may punch on his nose. We may think like that during our japa time. It mostly comes in during japa time only, because this is one type of mental offense. You may you may have noticed that During japa time, you can remember many old things. Maybe someone has taken, you have given someone 20 rupees 20 years back, and he has not returned it. This will come during your japa time only. 20 साल पहले उसने 20 रुपया लिया था, अभी तक रिटर्न नहीं किया. So, so you may think like that. So this is another type of mental offense. This is called revenge fantasies. I will take revenge. But in Vaishnavism or in Vaishnav community, in Vaishnav circle, there should not be any revenge mentality. So revenge fantasies is second type of mental offense. And third mental offense is imagined wrong or perceived wrong. Imagined wrong or perceived wrong. That is, example is, maybe you are entering temple hall, and suddenly you see some devotee, some senior devotee, your good friend, he is also crossing you. You tell him, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Hari Bol. And he didn't notice you. Without noticing you or without replying anything, he just passed by. And in my mind or in your mind, you may think that why he has neglected me? Maybe someone has complained something against me, so he is now he's neglecting me. We may think like that, or we may also think, oh, he's like that only. He doesn't know Vaishnava etiquette. If I say Hare Krishna, he must have replied it, but he has no training, or something like that. We can think like that way about this devotee. So this is another type of mental offense. So we should not think like that. So these are three mainly commonly used mental offenses. Now, what are the effect of mental offenses? If we commit all these things, what will affect? First of all, it sucks our taste in chanting. Committing mental offense, it will suck our taste in chanting. And second is, it leads to verbal or physical offense. If something in mind, if one day it will come out verbally and then physically also. So in Kali Yuga, that is not mental offense. In Shastra it says mental offense is no offense. But in Shastra also we find, in case of Chota Haridas didn't commit any offense physically or verbally. But Mahaprabhu, as a Paramatma, he knows. Mahaprabhu as Paramatma, Super Soul, he knows that Chota Haridas has committed offense in his mind, and he gives punishment for that. That's why for devotee in Kali Yuga also mental offense is offense, considered offense, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as Paramatma is sitting in everyone's heart, and he knows what there is going in my mind. So it may lead to physical or verbal offense. And finally, it leads to find fault even in Guru and Krishna. Because our mind has become storehouse of fault finding, storehouse of offense. Then it will eventually, we may find fault in Guru and Krishna. And we have seen in ISKCON, there are many devotees, very senior devotees, very strict devotees, pakka in their sadhana, but they reject their gurus. So therefore we should be very careful. And these anarthas, eventually, finally, all together, what will these all our anarthas will come out one by one. And most important is lust. Most important, lust. Or lust will come out. And best example is Shaburi Muni. He was doing tapasya underwater, but due to his offense towards Garurdev, because Garurdev was eating snakes, Shaburi Muni was smiling at him, laughing at him. You were a Vaishnav and you were eating this. So this way, because Garurdev, his food was snakes and fish only. But Saburi Muni was laughing at him. So in that way, he has done offenses. So Vaishnava Aparadha is very dangerous. So that's why the cause of fall down of Saburi Muni is Vaishnava Aparadha. So all our anarthas will come out. Now, steps to cope up with mental offenses. Most important is to remind ourselves that he is right. Most important is to remind ourselves he is right. That means giving him the benefit of doubt. We know in cricket there is a term called benefit of doubt. But then generally benefit of doubt always given to the batsman. We have seen in cricket. So like that, always remind ourselves that he is right. That means giving benefit of doubt to the particular devotee. So if we see that sometimes some devotee is behaving in some particular way or some peculiar manner, so we should think in our mind that maybe he is thinking something else, or maybe he is meditating on something. That's why he has not noticed me. That means giving benefit of doubt. In that way, we can cope up with mental offense. Maybe during Janmashtami time, our Sigor Prabhu, he was so busy, but he is very particular in behavior. He was responding all the devotees. Anyway, maybe because we see him, he is all the time, he is so busy because he is in management. Or some festival in Janmashtami, he was so busy, running here and there, but he is very calm. I have seen him. Generally, managers are very passionate, but our Shigur Prabhu is not. So he is very sober. But but maybe it might happen to some other devotees that he has seen a Prabhuji Hare Krishna, but he might have not replied because he was busy. But that time we should think because he was so busy or he was thinking something for some seva, that's why he may not noticed me. And that's why he has not answered my Hare Krishna or Hari Bol or answered my greetings. In that way, we can cope up with these mental offenses. And second is, he knows not. He knows not. That means we should think that this particular devotee, he doesn't know the particular fact or particular fact about me, and that's why he's behaving like that. Either he knows not. That means we should think that this particular devotee, he is behaving with me in some peculiar way or peculiar manner because he is not aware of the truth about me. Someone has complained or someone has said something to him about me, and that's why he is behaving in some peculiar way or some peculiar manner. So in that case, we should think that he doesn't know the fact, and through someone who is in good terms with him or on whom he has great faith, we should approach that particular devotee and we can communicate to him that Prabhuji, I think someone has told something about me to this devotee, or That's why he's behaving in with me some peculiar way. But this is not the fact. This is the fact. If you can communicate with him, so communication is very important. So through some common friend or someone who has a very good relation with me as well as with him, through him we can conceal that. And third one is I know not. Maybe I don't know about his thing. I was telling now, he was behaving in some peculiar way, and I should think that I know not. Maybe uh, he is busy in something, or uh, maybe he's undergoing in some trouble. That's why he's behaving in particular manner or peculiar manner. So maybe he's during japa he's sleeping. During japa, one devotee is sleeping, and I may think in my mind, hey, he's such a senior devotee, but during japa he's sleeping. He doesn't. What kind of devotee he is? So I may not think. If I think like that, that is I am committing offense. And if I think, oh, maybe he has last night he has come from preaching very late, maybe 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. And after Mangalarti, he is feeling some sleepy. That means all the time, the main principle is giving benefit of doubt. All the time giving benefit of doubt. That is the main principle. So in my mind, I should give him benefit of doubt. For this senior devotee, he is sleeping during japa, or he is behaving in some particular way, or he is showing some angerness, showing some anger. Maybe behind it, some reason is there, but I am not aware of that fact. So that means I know not. That is one type of that is one point how we can cope up with mental offense. Also, Prabhupada always used to tell, hate the sin, not the sinner. Hate the sin, not the sinner. So, if we find some fault or something, some peculiar or some particular behavior in some devotee, so we should always think that the thing which he is doing, that is not right, that is not good. But this devotee, he is still a devotee. He is still following four regulatory principles and chanting 16 rounds and doing so many services in Srila Prabhupada's mission. So, we should always give respect to this devotee. And what he is doing, which is not right, we should hate that particular thing. We should not follow that one, but other good things we should follow. So that is hate the thing and not the hate the sin, not the sinner. And some positive corrective measures, we can communicate through some senior devotee to him. So that is another thing. And another way is look for right or look for good. We should always see, or we should always find good in others, not fault in others. If we keep on finding good in others, we can cope up with mental offenses. We will be free from committing any types of mental aparadh. So that is another thing. Time is going fast. Another is praying for right. Praying for right. If we see some peculiar behavior, or if we see some fault in some devotees, we should not judge him. Rather, we can go to our deities, or we can go to temple, and in front of Prabhupada or in front of our deities, we can fold hand, and we can pray for that particular devotee, because I am caring for him, I am concerned for him. So that's why we can pray for him. Oh Krishna, oh Srila Prabhupada, please give him some intelligence so that he can come out of such particular habits or some particular behavior like that, something like that. We can pray for that devotee. And if we pray for someone, you will feel in mind so much happiness. And the most important is write the right. So and we should write good qualities about him. If we are thinking something, if we find some fault in some devotees, or if we notice some fault in devotees, what we can do is we can take a pen and paper and we just think in my mind what are the good qualities he is having, and just write these qualities. If we write down his good qualities, you will find, oh, he has so many good qualities and only one bad qualities. Only one or two bad qualities, but he's having so many good qualities. I should imbibe those qualities and not find fault in him. So this is very important, very, very important, and very powerful way of come out of or cope up with mental offenses. So these are some points to cope up with mental offenses. So if we keep ourselves free from Vaishnava Aparadh, our chanting will be always better. And this mental offense, which we cannot see, or which some other person cannot see, because it cannot be seen by eyes, it can only be realized by myself. So we can, Hare Krishna, Ram Raja Prabhu Jai. So we can come out this, cope up with this mental offense by using these techniques. So I have notes on this. I will share with Sri Gaur Prabhu, and Sri Gaur Prabhu can share with all of you so that you can go through this. And it is not a one-day class or something like that. We should keep on practicing this on regular basis. Then only we'll be able to chant nicely without any offense. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki.
Thank you very much, Nityananda Ram Prabhuji. Thank you very much. Really.
Whether I am able to communicate in English or not, because I am giving class in English. So I speak in English, but I don't give class.
No, Prabhuji, it was very nice. It was very nice. And I'm sorry, like you could have also spoken in Hindi. That was fine, because that's totally fine. But I forgot to share that Prabhuji is kind of a born Vaishnava. He's from Assam, and he was born in a Gaudiya Vaishnava family. And you might have already, perceived that he's such a gentle soul, very nice devotee, and very gentle, very sincere, very humble. So we are actually very fortunate to have Nityananda Ram Prabhuji in our congregation here. And today we are blessed to have him in the Japa talk, where he took us through this most important offense of Vaishnava Aparadh, which is again the most critical, and how it all starts by mental speculation, by mental exercise of judging other devotees by different means, and how we can avoid them. So I'll share the text which Prabhuji will send it to me. I'll share it in our WhatsApp group. Prabhuji is very close friend of Ramraj Prabhuji also, who is again my friend. So Ramraj Prabhuji is here on video as Rahul Arora. So I want to check if devotees have any comments or questions for Nityananda Ram Prabhu. I know after Janmashtami, many devotees are not able to join us today. Must be tired. But those who are there online, if they have any questions.
I think no questions.
No questions.
Only contemplation.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, am I audible? Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhu Dandavat Pranam.
Yes.
From Vikas from Bangalore. Just want to think, ask Prabhu, you are saying this all mental aparadha. So how to come out of it? Because mental is we cannot control our mind and it runs in different directions and it thinks about anybody, anything. So how to control that? How to stop it there itself? I should not further think about like this. It should be put a full stop there, then and there itself, so that I don't do much more mental aparadha.
Very good questions. This is the I spoke only this This is the topic. The mental offense. Only I can realize, I can feel that I am committing mental offense or I am judging someone in my mind. So, and mind is very crooked. So these are the points which I have mentioned, and the most important is giving benefit of doubt. Always giving benefit of doubt to the particular devotee. In that way, we can cope up with mental offenses.
Okay.
And second best way is write the good thing. Write, yeah. If we keep on writing the good thing, then our mind will be free from all the garbage. Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
This is Brajavasi from Bangalore.
Yes, Prabhuji, please.
Prabhuji, this is not related to Japa. Can I ask question related to Gita also?
Yes, Prabhuji, I can try to answer. Or Shiva Prabhu is here. Yeah, please ask.
My question is like in the chapter 1, it is said that it's Arjuna Vishada Yoga. It is mentioned. First chapter 1 of Gita. Like how Vishada is actually it's a yoga. Like yoga means you are connecting to the God, right? So how Vishada is helping to connect to God?
How Vishad is yoga, because yoga means connecting to Krishna. There is a verse in Bhagavad Gita where it tells 4 types of devotees who come to Artharthi Jigyasu. There are 4 types of devotees who come to Krishna consciousness. So out of these, one is Arth, that is one who is in Vishad, one who is in trouble. So he comes to Krishna consciousness. So in that way, the Arjun Vishad Yoga, through Vishad only Arjun is through Vishad only Arjun is proceeding towards other chapters. So since Arjun was in Vishad, that leads to other questions and Krishna answers. In that way, it is yoga. Because if someone is Arth, if someone is in trouble, then also he comes to Krishna consciousness. That's why Kunti Maharani is praying that give me trouble again and again. So in trouble, I remember you and you always come in front of me, O Krishna. So that's why in that way, Vishad is also yoga.
Okay, so Prabhuji, it means that the person who is always happy, he won't be able to come to the Krishna consciousness.
No, that is not. That's it. If someone is very happy, always, if someone is really happy, he is in Krishna consciousness only. One who is not in Krishna consciousness, he cannot be happy. He maybe we may see him that he from outside him we may think that he is happy, but from inside he is not happy. Only a Krishna Bhakta can be happy from inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Dhanyawad, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Prabhu, should we apply all these in our offices or some other places, materialistic activities also?
Which one, Prabhuji? Which one, Hare Krishna?
Prabhu, like you have said, right? So we should give benefit of doubt to the person,
No,
right?
no, not in office, not in office, or work culture. This will not apply. This is applicable for devotees community only. Because
Okay.
yeah, if in office, then everyone will take benefit from you, and you will be exploited. But in outside world, the tendency is exploitation. Mm.
Yes,
So,
Prabhu.
so there you cannot give benefit of doubt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Ramraj Prabhuji, you wanted to say something.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Ma'am, I remember, I think we went to the Yatra with the Nityananda Prabhu, I think in many years back, I think in 2006, 15 or 16, maybe 7, 8 years back. And at that time also, he gave me a line about his mental offenses. He told, I was asking him something, and I told that mental offenses, they are not possible in Kali Yuga. They don't give any effect. But Nityananda Prabhu told, mental offenses don't give effect directly, but they affect on our chanting. When they get accumulated many, they affect on our chanting. So I was just remembering when he started this topic. Many years back also, he was telling about these things only. And it's very nice. Nityananda Prabhu is very nice devotee. I know him from 2002, 2003, I think. Maybe in 20 years, around 20 years we are together. And he's one of the jewel devotees in my life. Whenever I close my eyes, see a few devotees who are with me always. And he's one of them. And he's very close to my heart. And whenever he asks me something, I never think like that he is calling for my favor. But I always think that I can't go to take sangha for many devotees, for my friends, devotee friends, but they come to give sangha to me. Recently, His Grace Kanai Priya Prabhu came to me in clinic 2-3 times. So he used to tell me, come to me. I told, I'm very unfortunate. I can't go to the devotees, but devotees come to me to give sangha in any way and give me some services. So I'm very happy. Thank you, Prabhuji. It was really very nice. And I think it's very important also. Mental offenses, we assume. There's a very nice class from Shikshashtakam Prabhu also about this type. And where also he says that we assume most of the time. We should not assume that we should give benefit of doubt to the devotees. That is one of the very commonly we miss. So we have to practice it, definitely. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Thank you very much.
Everyone, please pray for me also, because I'm struggling with these offenses for many years. That's why I keep on telling time to time. Please pray for me that I can also cope up with these mental offenses. Hare Krishna. Thank you,
Hare
everyone.
Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you very much, Nityananda Prabhuji, and thanks Ramraj Prabhuji for sharing your experience with Nityananda Prabhu. So thanks all of you. Thank you very much for joining us.
Hare Krishna.
Dandavat
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Dandavat pranam.
Dandavat pranam.
Ram Prabhuji ki jai.
Panchakल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमः।
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.